Good evening, citizens of Dominion. And I'll be honest, I never expected to see the top message in the mailbox. Somebody actually bought the item. Wow. So 3 Carf dolls and 3 equipment fragment chests of orange and violet items. Take a look at them in inventory. By the way, that level to kick off that number required the individual to spend $75 US or whatever the equivalent would be in their country's currency. So as you see, we pick up 3 Carf dolls, so we go to 13. And there is the chest. Contains fragments of orange and violet equipment for heroes. We'll leave it there for now, but it might be something interesting, probably closer to the weekend. We'll take a look and see what it is. As you can see here, it was from the heroic bundle purchasing in 5 different levels. Well, the 5th level, I guess, doesn't want to show, or only be as a ghost image. So while we wait for Nexters to catch up with that, let's get to our First Amendment frauditor of the evening. This is an individual, I guess, who's had a running battle with DC court, not DC courts, but DC police, DC being the District of Columbia, in the US, and we start with him outside walking towards the police station.
What's up, squad? Here we are back today at the Maryland Capitol Police DGS building in Annapolis to drop off one of our complaint forms for the ignorant shit they've done over the last couple of months. And this is...
Whoa, again. My show, I concur. You are a guest. Keep your frickin' mouth shut. Well, at least clean.
Legal and lawful business, so they can't try to trespass us or kick us out or anything.
Well, that's weird. That's exactly what you said the last time when you got arrested. So that little speech isn't working. You might need to change that up a little bit there, buddy.
They tried to tell me I had to write five different incidents worth of complaints and 2 months worth of complaints on one complaint form, which is highly unethical. So I went and made my own copies.
Oh, don't you feel privileged?
That was why they tried to not give me copies of the complaint form so I could file more than one, so.
What do you mean?
I need to drop off this complaint form and have it stamped, verified, and a copy made to return to me.
Oh, that's so cute. He's got his cute little journalist notebook there that he keeps all of his complaints in. That is just special. At least he's organized. I got to give him that much credit.
No, you don't.
Is that something you can do for me?
Go ahead.
But yeah, I think like a copy and then like a stamp thing to verify that you guys have received a copy of it. Thank you.
Hey! Knock it off with the goats.
There's day number 2 of his multiple complaint forms. I mean, he's got them right where he wants them now. There's another 3rd day in there. I don't know if I got that one or not, but I got another clip. Hopefully it's the one him getting arrested. I don't remember. They put this sign up, no stupid people beyond this point, so he had to stop right where he was at.
Alright, here we are, squad, back today at the county attorney's office to drop off some more of these documents because I was illegally arrested yesterday.
Yeah, he got arrested yesterday, and this is already his second trip back with complaint forms. He can't get that organized where he can do 3 or 4 days worth of complaint forms all at the same time. He's got to go back seven or 8 or 10 different days to file one report at a time. I guess I don't know what this guy is doing. He obviously has a better grasp on reality than I do, because he probably knows exactly what he's doing.
Last week I apologize. What's going on, boss? How you doing? Yeah, I'm just going upstairs to the county attorney's office to drop off some more paperwork.
I need to call him first, okay?
For what?
Make sure that you can go over.
Well, we just discussed this last time, sir. There's a public lobby up there.
The rules haven't changed.
Yeah, you're right. They haven't changed. So why would you think it's operated any differently than it did last time I was here?
Oh, well, look at that. He's too rambunctious to wait. He's just going to walk right on by that guard after he told him what the deal was. I don't think it's going to work out the way he expects it to.
Again, sir, there's a public lobby up there. Call and see if I'm allowed to go upstairs into a public lobby. That's not how it works, sir.
Oh, look at it. It's not a public lobby if it's behind a locked door.
And not allow me to file any of these papers that I'm supposed to file.
Personally, I cannot imagine why they wouldn't want to have to deal with you. I can't imagine. From the furthest reaches of my mind, I can't imagine why.
You can't just do that, sir.
I believe they did.
It literally says, please ring the doorbell if there's no one at the front desk. So obviously this door is open to the public. The public is allowed to go into here.
No. If they were allowed, the door would be open.
I just got out 12.5 minutes of him standing right there at that door.
Thank you.
Not moving, just standing there staring at that door.
Thank you. He's still staring at the door 12.5 minutes later. Oh, he almost dropped his phone. Poor baby.
Hi, how you doing? I'm right here in the hallway. I'm trying to gain access to this public lobby that's right here. Do you guys have hours of operation, or what's...
It's called Not Yours.
Oh, okay. Well, I see seats up here in this public lobby area, so... Oh, well, I'm not here to wait for any meetings or appointments. I'm actually here just to drop off an intent to sue form, so that's all. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I have. Sure.
Sixth call.
Mr. Folger.
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Folger, are you still upstairs?
This isn't Mr. Falter, man. This is just a good citizen trying to drop off
No,
some
it's
paperwork
Mr.
to this
Falter.
public building. That's all, ma'am. I'm not here.
Downstairs in the lobby.
I'm not here for any confrontation or anything. I'm just
Yes,
here to
you
turn in paperwork
are.
the same way everybody else has the right to, ma'am. That's all.
You are so here for
Cool.
confrontation.
Meet everybody downstairs.
Oh, okay. Why is that? Is the building closed?
No, the building's not closed, but this office is. We meet by appointment, and we have you call, the guard calls up, and then we meet you, okay?
Oh, okay. So I have to have a meeting or an appointment to drop off a letter of intent to sue, is what you're saying?
Yeah, let's meet you downstairs.
Okay.
Go down with the guard,
So you guys have shut this office, this public office, because you don't want me here?
No, the office procedure is the same. They keep bypassing.
He was standing at that door for
They keep
20,
bypassing.
25 minutes. Then he called downstairs. He called a 3 times, and he just called him again. And they tell him he has to do what the guard told him in the first place, was wait downstairs, somebody will meet him, and they'll take his complaint. And then after he talked to him, he stood there for another 15 or 20 minutes doing nothing. This guy's a frickin' idiot.
Sounds like a moron.
Hi, can you call upstairs and tell him to come down here, sir? Because apparently I need to ask you to have them come down here.
Okay, thank you. He's standing next to me right now. Right. He's back in the lobby there. Okay, thank you. instructed, which I just was speaking with, just so you are aware, to call the police. So they're on their way.
Okay.
What would you like me to do?
Well, what did I do wrong, sir, to call the police on me?
You're an idiot.
Wrong was I was instructed to call the police by the county.
Okay, but what did I do wrong, sir?
You disobeyed what I asked you to do, and you just went up to the wall because you feel that it's.
Well, I'm here to drop off some paperwork, sir. That's all.
And I told you that you had to wait down here.
And why is that, sir?
So you did not do that.
And why is that, sir?
Because it's the policy.
And why is it that I need to wait down here in this?
Because that's the county regulations.
Well, but see, this office of personnel is open to the public, so I don't have to stand here. I can walk into that office. I don't either, sir. I was just here to drop off a letter of intent to
You
sue.
didn't follow the regulations, so now the police are coming.
Okay, they can come if they want to.
So he goes there to drop off his complaint forms. He's got to make a major production, a theatrical deal out of this whole thing when he could have been in and out of there in less than 5 minutes. He stood upstairs in front of a door for over half an hour altogether. It was probably 35 minutes altogether. Stood there and did nothing for 35 minutes. Then he goes back downstairs and wants to argue with the guard because the guard told him what to do in the first place, and he didn't pay any attention to him. But this guy is convinced that he is right.
Well, he definitely is not.
I haven't broken any laws, sir.
You've broken every law in the universe at least twice.
They asked me to leave the hallway up there. I left the hallway up there, so.
No, you didn't.
Didn't do anything wrong, sir.
Yes, you did.
But yeah, we'll wait till the police get here and we'll see why it is I'm not allowed to file this intent to sue like everybody else is.
Because you didn't follow the rules.
Complaints on the one page over 5 different. It's just being a big runaround. I got arrested out on public property for walking down.
All right, there's the cop.
Mr. Swank, he's from Law.
How you doing, Mr. Swain? I was actually looking to talk to you. We could speak about Hamilton and his demeanor and the way I was treated here last time as well. I believe I'm sure his supervisor. You saw? Yeah. Okay, cool, awesome. Yeah, I got my own. Yeah, no, that's fine. And again, I'm not here to cause an issue. The reason I didn't sit down here and talk to Timothy is because last time he caused a huge stink and made a huge ordeal, and it was a 20-minute thing down here. I wasn't even trying to deal with that. I was trying to come upstairs, file my public paperwork, the right that I had to do, like
every other public citizen has during business hours in this public building. I'm not sure why it is your guys' feelings make you think you have the right to close the door and deprive me of that, but that's not okay, sir. You can't deprive me of the same right that every other public citizen has just because you guys don't. Yes, sir. There's some people who do it. Yeah, and we already know that.
Forwarding parts on fast forwarding.
Okay, but that's something you can drop off some complaint form. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because after I left here, I was in deprived of my rights and illegally arrested on public property, so I now have another intent to sue. Just because I dropped them. Absolutely. I'll drop them off, but my issue, sir, is that lobby up there is open to the public. You have seats that are open to the public. The bell says, exactly, and I have legal business to do there, sir. The bell says, the sign says to ring the bell if no one is sitting up there.
Therefore, obviously, people walk into that office without meetings or without appointments. Well, if it was true, sir, then somebody would always be sitting there to greet them at their appointment. There would never be a time that somebody just wasn't sitting there. That's why I do, sir, and I wanted to come into that legal lobby. I wanted to sit there and get my paperwork together the same way every other citizen. Yeah, and I will, and they're going to be stamped.
People to use to do their office.
You're right. It's not an office, sir. It's a lobby, and I'm going to use it for its intended purposes. It's a public lobby.
You have completed paperwork.
Sir, if I'm not, sir, again, as these officers can explain to you, sir, respectfully, that is a public lobby, and unless I'm committing a crime, you don't have the right to trespass me from public, sir. What crime am I committing by using that public lobby the same as every other person?
I'm not saying you're committing a crime.
Okay, so then why am I being denied access? No, it's not, sir.
First rule of thumb, if somebody asks you a question, shut the fuck up and let them answer it. Jesus, what an obnoxious
Thank you.
entitled little twat this guy is.
It's not, sir. Your offices are private. Respectfully, that lobby. I am saying what I want, sir.
What do you need to do at this point? Do you need to get drop off paperwork?
Well, at this point, I'm curious as why it is I'm being deprived of the same service that every other citizen gets.
You're not at all.
Anybody else can walk up there and go into that office. There is a sign that says to ring the bell if no one is sitting there. So why?
Is it a private law or law?
It's not. It's the county law. Any crimes? I didn't do anything wrong.
You came in unannounced to our office.
To public property. Do I need to announce myself to public property, sir?
For our office, you do. Our office is for people with legitimate business.
You just said, sir, respectfully, you just said that your office is open to the public and I have legal business. but I don't have to denounce that legal business.
So we know you have to.
I don't have to announce my legal business before coming onto public property, sir.
Well, you really do.
Respectfully.
You really
You haven't done anything respectful.
Send an email to confirm that?
Absolutely. Yep.
Do you want to drop the paperwork off tomorrow or today?
Oh, I'll bring it right back tomorrow.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you being honest.
Yeah, no problem. I don't understand why they called you. What the issue? They're mad because I'm suing them, and they didn't want me to do it last week, so they tried to lock me out.
And now the auditor walked a shame.
Pushed me back out of the office, and I have all that on video. So they're mad because I made a story and published it. They're mad because I want to sue them, and they're mad because I want to stand up for my rights and stand up for what I think is wrong.
And you got walked out. Auditor 0. Regular people 1. Way to go, regular people. Alrighty, while we go through the fungin here, let me find our next one. Let's go with a wild court moment. Today, what not to do in a courtroom, aka freaking out at sentencing. We go to Judge Lanice Bryant's courtroom, who of course is 36th District Court. When you go to 36th District Court, there are rules you do have to follow. So let's introduce those rules to you, if you haven't ever been to 36th District Court.
Smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, or lying down, even while walking to the waiting room. And please, ladies and gentlemen, do not unmute yourself at the total do so by the court. Good morning, Your Honor, and good morning all.
Good morning. Give me one moment.
What click on got it?
No, what you click on is mute. That's what you click on. Mute.
Thank you, Your Honor. And now, you have the rules. Here's today's sentencing.
This is case number 215841301, the people of the state of Michigan versus Lamont Eric Brown. Defendant is charged with 1 count of license plate illegal use and 1 count of driving while license suspended, revoked, denied, and 1 count of motor vehicle operation without security. Today is the date set for sentencing. Appearances, please.
The record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And Jacqueline George, P26320, assigned counsel for Mr. Lamont Brown. We are appearing by Zoom, and we waive being physically present in the courtroom.
And your name, sir? Unmute yourself, please.
My name is Lamont Brown. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
Okay,
Today is the day set for sentencing. The court has had an opportunity to review the pre-sentence report. On behalf of the people, are there any additions, deletions, or corrections?
None on behalf of the people, Judge.
Okay. So
on behalf of the defense, are there any additions, deletions, or corrections?
No, Judge. We reviewed the report last night, and there are no additions or corrections.
All right. With respect to sentencing, is there anything on behalf of the people?
Nothing on behalf of the people, Judge.
With respect to sentencing, is there anything on behalf of the defense?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Brown is 32-year-old father of 4, ages 8, 6, 4, and 3. His son, the 8-year-old, lives with him on Brentwood in Inkster. It's a stable residence. He's been there 7 years, pays $970 a month for rent. And significantly, Judge, he's the owner and operator of 4 Brown's Cleaning Company, which power washes cars, boats, deep cleans homes, and cares for their lawn care needs also. He's prepared to pay his court costs
for today and his arrearages forthwith to the court.
All right, would your client like to make a statement on his own behalf?
No.
Yes, he would.
No.
Okay, and here's where the trouble starts. So far, we've got a hearing that's just going along fine. We've only heard from the attorneys. He's represented by Jacqueline George, it looks like.
Which would be smart for him to shut up and just let Jacqueline George do this.
Who does a fine job for him throughout this, but he does everything he can to unravel the situation.
Sir?
That's why you don't let him speak.
I was just waiting. Good morning, Your Honor. Pretty much like she said, I really don't get in trouble like that. It was just a driving mishap. So I actually just purchased a truck. Like I work every day. I'm up 6 in the morning every day. Get my kids to school. Then I start my business. My hours of operation is very meticulous because I work through all out the night and day, depending on when people need things done. And was asking for leniency on my sentence. Like I said, I'm prepared to pay a fine today. Any type of cost that I can knock out the way. On my pre-sentencing statements, it was saying about probation, and I was just asking for the courts or judge, is there any way that I can work around it, or y'all could work with me in any type of way due to my work schedule? You know, I ain't really dealt with probation since I was like 19. So that's what I really remember, like going down, checking in, and calling every morning to determine when I come in or not. Because I just want to get this over with so I can get back to my regular life and finish and prosper.
All right. The court is ready to impose sentence, and I will do so as follows. The court will accept the recommendation from probation for probation. I'm going to reduce the months to 12 instead of the 15 that they recommended, and that puts us in November of 2022 with a final review date of November the 4th with the following terms and conditions. You shall not violate any criminal law of any governmental unit. You must not leave the state without consent of the court. You must make a truthful report to probation on a monthly basis or as often as they require, in person, in writing, over the phone, or via Zoom. You must notify probation immediately of any change of your address, phone number, or employment status, and you must pay the following fines, costs, and fees. The court is going to impose, as to each counts 1, 2, and 3, the mandatory cost on each count of $210. On count 1, the license plate unlawful use, the court is going to impose.
Judge, count 3 was dismissed.
Excuse me.
No, sir. No, sir.
I'm really talking to my attorney.
No, sir. I'm talking. You don't get to talk to your attorney while I'm doing sentencing. No, sir.
Again, shut up, sir.
And don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
Hey, Mike, what did I tell you about the dogs?
You're right. So I don't mean count 3. I mean count 4. So it's counts 2, 1, 2, and 4.
Correct. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, and then on count 1, the court is going to impose a $250 fine. On count 2, the court is going to impose a $200 fine. And on count 4, the court is going to impose a $175 fine. With respect to the probation oversight fees, the court is going to assess those fees on count 1. Probation oversight fees are $35 per month. The total 12 months is $420. Additionally, the court is going to impose the pre-sentence investigation fee onto count 1. The total fines, costs, and fees on count 1 is $980. On count 2, $410. And on count 3,
count 4, Judge.
Count 4. Thank you, counsel. I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's $385. The total fines, costs, and fees is $1,775. You have the duration of probation to pay that amount. Additionally, you shall not use or possess any illegal substance. You shall not use or possess any marijuana without a valid medical marijuana card. You shall submit to random urinalysis and pay the outside agency directly. The court notes that you failed to appear for your drug screen that was ordered by probation. Had you appeared, sir, it is my turn.
And a way to get there.
It is my turn.
Do not
let me
It's
talk.
my turn. If you keep, I'll let you talk. I said, do you want to make a statement? And you did. And now it is my turn.
At this point, the defendant just realized he done fucked up, son.
It is my turn. Stop interrupting me. And if you want to make another statement, you will do so when I give you the opportunity to. But you will not interrupt me. Had he appeared for the drug test and I had a drug test result, then I may not have ordered the drug screen. However, I do not have a drug screen result, and therefore he is going to submit to urinalysis. If the screen is negative after 2 times, then the court is going to discontinue the testing. Additionally, I'm not going to order the 20 days of community service as recommended by probation. I am going to order, and I'm also not going to order the no alcohol. I am going to order that he pay all outstanding tickets in full. According to the report, he has a $2,292 balance. Whoa. Additionally, he's going to attend the driver improvement program, and he shall not drive without a valid license. So I don't know how he's getting around in the middle of the night and doing all of this cleaning cars and stuff and whatnot, but he shall not drive without a valid license. If he receives another driving infraction while he's on probation, that is a violation of his probation. There is an opportunity.
So he's got about $4,000 between this case and previous cases he's got to pay, and he's willing to backmouth to the judge. Why, Mike, do I have a feeling this is going to get worse? I hate it when you smirk at me like that, but let's continue.
For early discharge from probation, if all of the terms and conditions of probation are met. And then the court is also, of course, going to order that he shall clear up all 14 of these outstanding warrants that he has.
Whoa, wait, whoa. How many outstanding warrants?
Of probation are met. And then the court is also, of course, going to order that he shall clear up all 14 of these outstanding warrants that he has.
I thought it was 14. Jesus Christ, man.
As at 36th District Court and one at 19th District Court. And then he has one at 16th District Court and one at 43rd District Court. Oh, and this first one is from 20th District Court and 18th District Court and 22nd District Court.
So in other words, every district court in the state of Michigan.
He has 14, 15, 16. He has at least 16 outstanding warrants.
Okay, so it ain't 14, it's 16. Jesus, man.
He has at least 16 outstanding warrants. He shall clear up those outstanding warrants, or that will be a violation of his probation. The court is going to set a review date for February the 4th at 9:30 via Zoom. We are going to mail a copy. Probation will contact Mr. Brown at the phone number that ends. Is there anything further at this time on behalf of the prosecution?
Yes.
On behalf of the prosecution.
Nothing from the people, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. Brown, you're not going to come in my courtroom and think you're going to change my process and my procedure. You will not do it. Anything on behalf of the defense, Ms. George?
Judge, on the February 4th, 2022 court date, does he appear by himself, or am I still in the case on that?
No, you're not in the case. Your appointment ends at sentencing.
I like that the defense attorney's like, I want out of here. Get it? Please tell me I'm out of here, Your Honor. So wait a minute. We've got $4,000 in fines between this case and his previous. At least 16 warrants for other cases. So this guy could easily get over 10K before it's done and jail time. He's a year in probation. And he really didn't even sound like he wanted probation. Backmouthing the judge repeatedly. I know I said this once and then I was surprised by the 16 frickin' warrants. But Mike, why? Why do I feel this is going to get even worse? Okay, stop snickering. Seriously. My guys only get you via audio, but goddamn, when you snicker like that, it just makes me go like, oh, gee. All right, back to this moron.
Okay, Judge. All right, and then Mr. Brown, what is it that you would like to address the court with?
Shut up, sir.
Like when I was talking to my attorney yesterday, and like I was telling her, even with the probation, is there any way I could just pay the fine and be done with it? Because I'm gonna be honest.
$4,000 of fines, 16 warrants, and you just want to pay a fine and be done with it? Oh, those are some brass cojones.
I'm gonna fail the probation.
Okay, well then.
Oh, you're gonna fail probation? Judge, may I suggest you lock this asshole up?
Let's just come on in and go to jail.
Oh, okay.
Because it's gonna come. The decision between, because I'm by myself. I gotta make money to support whatever I'm doing, and it's gonna be coming between me having to go to work and me having to go to probation. So I ain't saying yes, I should be punished for what I've done, but the probation terms is like, and then you factor in things that have nothing to do with my case, even with my ticket.
Oh, just look at all the expressions. I think that's Tamara Semi is, I believe, the probation officer.
She is.
His
No, she
attorney
isn't
like,
actually.
Oh, no, you got to stop, but there's nothing she can do. They're on Zoom. The prosecutor who's been on other videos, she's cute, but she kind of looks like a deer in the headlights. She's just like, oh, please. Like, she knows better.
She's like, you did it, yeah.
But my favorite is the judge. She's looking at him. His idea is hey, now that you've already sentenced me on this thing, and I've interrupted you several times when I have 18 outstanding warrants, and you have to get a calculator out to calculate my fees and costs because it's such a complex mess, and I continue to interrupt you. His new thing now is, after a sentence has been imposed, is, hey, can we just go ahead and not do probation? Like, I mean, it's a crazy request.
Yeah, after all that, he's like, hey, can you do me a solid and cut me a break?
Most of my tickets have been thrown out. I have paperwork from the Secretary of State. They threw a lot of my infractions out. That's not the right number you got. You saying they threw a lot of my infractions out.
Wait, they threw a lot of them out. What you were in the 30s or 40s of warrants instead of 16? Dear man, shut up. You're just burying yourself.
So I don't have that many. That balance that you said, that's not my original balance for my tickets. And I was just wondering, what do they got to do with this case that proceeds now? Even with me having to, even if me get on a probation, having to go pay this, having to go pay extra to go, that's kind of hard for a person. You know, that's kind of hard. That's going to be hard for me. I'm by myself. That's going to be very hard for me.
Lamont, maybe you should check the judge's body language. You can see her. You can see her on your screen there. How do you think this argument's going for you, buddy?
Not well.
That's going to be very hard for me, man. Like, I'm by myself, 4 kids. I got custody of my first kids. I'm a
So,
football.
Ms. George, let me ask this question. Let me ask this question.
Shut up,
Stop
sir.
talking when I start talking. So when the plea was taken, and maybe I'm not clear because I didn't take the plea. It was taken on the felony docket. Is Mr. Brown suggesting to me that the judge at the time they took the plea did not advise him that for each count it's a penalty up to 93 days in the Wayne County Jail, up to $500 in fines plus costs, and up to 2 years probation. Was that explained to him when he took the plea?
Oh, yes.
That he pled to 3 misdemeanors?
Correct.
And that they are punishable by up to 93 days in the Wayne County Jail and up to $500 in fines plus costs and up to 2 years probation. Was that explained to Mr. Brown when he took the plea?
Yes, Judge, and the felony was dismissed in lieu of a misdemeanor plea.
Okay, so then I'm confused by your statement, Mr. Brown. So here's where we are.
Ma'am, I don't know what you...
Sir, you're not going to keep interrupting me. So we can withdraw his plea and he can go back and deal with it as a felony, or we can go ahead and do my sentencing. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to explain the law to Mr. Brown. I'm not going to explain why you can't be walking around with 16 outstanding warrants for your arrest.
They're no longer...
In a minute, I'm going to start adding some jail days.
Dude, I know I've said this repeatedly, but dude, read the room and shut the fuck up.
That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm not going to explain why you can't walk around with 16 open warrants. I'm not going to explain what one thing has to do with the other, because that's not what I'm here for. That's not my role. And I'm not going to engage in somebody else's role. So either we can go ahead or we can go and send it back to the felony docket. And I don't know what the penalty is on the felony docket. I don't know how many years he can get in prison on the felony docket for this thing that was reduced to a misdemeanor. But it is clear that these 3 counts that he pled to are an inconvenience to his way of living. And all I can say is that probation is an alternative to jail, and jail is an alternative to probation. So I don't know what we're asking me for.
I like that. It's an alternative, right? What the option not on the table is, hey, can I just pay a fine and walk? No, you get probation or jail. Which one do you want? That's effectively the choice before him.
But this isn't just a give me a fine and let me go on my way. And not only is he asking me to just give me a fine and let me go on my way, apparently he don't want the fine on all of the counts and the cost on all of the counts, because he doesn't understand what that has to do with anything. So I'm not here to explain myself. I'm here to impose sentence. So either we want to go ahead and do the sentence and try to work the probation, or we want to go ahead and withdraw the plea, take it back to the felony docket, and handle it as a felony. Because I'm confused. Miss George?
Judge, I'm sure he can work it out with probation to report by Zoom or by mail or something. I'm sure it's workable.
Well, of course it is, because everybody else is working it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it is. But he has...
Right there, it's just very smooth. She sees Judge mid-rant, and the rant is justified. I think Judge's actions here, she gets a little testy with him, but he more than deserves it. In fact, she's being lenient. She could have held him in contempt easily by now. But this guy doesn't realize how lucky he is, A, that ultimately the judge is decent to him, and B, the attorney he has is doing this just right. Her client is screwing up, and she is mollifying the situation in the best way possible.
He made up in his mind that is something that he's not going to do. He just said he's going to fail the probation. And when he fails the probation, because he has made up in his mind that he's going to fail the probation, then it's going to be jail. So there's no sense in doing that. Let's let him go back now, since he's already made up in his mind that he's going to fail. And when you come out the gate with a defeated attitude, then there's nothing that you're going to be defeated.
Judge, you gave him an option to close him out early if he gets everything all cleaned up.
I sure did.
And
but he was
you can't do any better than that. You can't do any better than that.
Well, I didn't think I could, but apparently I can. Apparently I can do better. And correct me if I'm wrong. Are there 3 counts?
3 counts, Judge. Mm-hmm.
Madam Prosecutor, are there 3 counts?
Yes, that is correct. 3 counts.
Okay, and I sentenced him on 3 counts. Did I not?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Brown, since you think you're going to fail, would you prefer to just go to jail, sir, or what would you want me to do?
Ma'am, this is what I said. I said the stipulations, it's going to be hard. I might fail. That's what I said.
No, you didn't say I might fail.
Ma'am, I said I've been on probation since I was 19 years old. So I'm misremembering for me going to probation at 19.
And you don't think we do anything different from since you were 19?
I've been in this type of stuff since I was 19. You get what I'm saying?
No, I don't, and I don't want you to talk to me like that. I don't get what you're saying, and I don't.
I was just asking that stars in the stipulation of probation. Okay, I got $2,300 to pay with, $1,700 to pay with y'all. Bam. But every time I'm going to drop, I got to still pay much like.
Well, if you had Bam went to drop that first time, you wouldn't have to drop.
Ma'am, I wasn't aware of it.
You don't have to be aware. I wasn't aware that I had to explain myself to you. They did tell you to go to the drug test.
Okay. All right. I just see if I tell you something, it's gonna be. I wasn't aware of the drug screening. They
didn't even tell you to go. Let me bring the probation officer in.
Uh-oh.
Can you get Miss Williams, please? Can you have Miss Williams come in, because Mr. Brown says she never told him to go drug test, and I need to know why she put that in her report.
Ma'am, I didn't hear her say, all right, ma'am, can you just sentence me in? We could just move on with the process.
Oh, so they did tell you about the drug screening that you blow off, as we'll see in detail here.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can I get sentenced and move on?
I didn't think you were. I didn't think you were talking to Your Honor, because the way you talking to me sound like you talking to your person,
your homie,
your homeboy or something.
Your homie.
So now all of a sudden that I'm calling Miss.
Now that we're gonna call your lie.
Now that I'm trying to make sure, and I'm calling Miss Williams because you said you weren't aware of the drug test. Now you want me to move on and you want to get sentenced. You told me you weren't aware of the drug screen.
Ma'am, I just,
Your Honor. Remember, I was Your Honor.
Remember, I'm Your Honor.
I don't want to just go. It seemed like it's not working for the best of me right now, so I just want to.
It probably was seeming like that, and that's why you probably should have let Miss George do the representation.
Yep.
Good call, Your Honor.
This is working well for me. He finally gets it.
But you just insisted on saying what you wanted to say. So I'm insisted on listening. And now that you have said you didn't know about the drug test, I want to find out why Miss Williams would put that in her report. Because what we don't do in Judge Bryant's courtroom is come in and lie. And so certainly why would she put that in the report? Certainly she needs to be written up for putting that in a report that she ordered you to go to the drug test. Certainly she needs to have her supervisor notified that she is putting false information in a report, because no one will submit a false report to me and I not address it. Of course they would not. So let me say this to you, Mr. Brown. We're here in courtroom 339 and we're changing lives and making a difference. We're helping people. You have come in here this morning with a whole bunch of excuses and now accusing Miss Williams of not telling you about the drug test. Listen, if you want to work, see, here you go again. Here you go. Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to sit back and let me say this. I'm not going to speak until you're done. You go ahead.
This is the only thing I got to say, Your Honor.
Don't say
wasn't
anything.
aware. I don't know if she told me or not. I just wasn't aware. Is it? If you want me to go down there today, right now, and submit the drug screen, I will go do that as soon as we get off the Zoom interview, the Zoom court day. I don't have no undefeated persona. What you said? I don't have none of that. I don't have no.
Let me tell you what you're not going to do. You're not going to go tit for tat with me with everything I say. What I say is not up for discussion, Mr. Brown. I don't say things so you can give me a response. You tell me what you want me to know about you, and that's it. Don't give me a rebuttal to what I say. Okay. As I said, we're coming in here with excuses. I have to work all day. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. You have 3 counts on a case that started out as a felony. We're going to figure out how to get it done. We're going to figure out if we can pay the money or not, if we need a different alternative. We're going to get it done. But what we're not going to do is come in with my experience from 10, 15 years ago on a probation that Judge Bryant wasn't presiding over and interject these things into my courtroom. So we're going to just try to get it done like everybody else does, right? And then we're going to not think that we have the equal opportunity to everything that the judge says, I'm going to respond and rebut. That's not going to work out good for you. That's not going to work out good for you. So we're going to work together to get this probation done, to get these fines and costs and fees paid. I don't know if they went over the advice of rights form or on the felony docket. That wasn't me, but they should have. And if they had, it would have said, if you can't pay the fines, costs, or fees, you notify the court, and then they'll try to do something different. That's what the advice of rights form should have said. But I didn't take the plea. I pride myself on, I'm not your average judge. I don't know what you're used to, but if you come in here and you want to be argumentative and combative, every time I'm going to win the argument. Every time. Look at Miss Williams. They called her and she showed up. Miss Williams, he backtracked now. He backtracked. He backtracked, Miss Williams. Thank you for coming in, though. Put your name on the record for the record.
Dawn Williams on behalf of the probation department. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Miss Williams. I was just gonna try to verify, but he changed his mind because you put in a report that that on October the 11th. Did they tell you which case this was regarding?
Yes, this is Mr. Lamont Brown.
Yeah, you put in the report on page 6 that on October 11th, 2021, the defendant was given verbal and written instructions to screen for alcohol and drugs at ATS by October the 13th. And then he had forgot because he thought that he wasn't aware of the drug screen. And I wanted to know why you would put that in the report if it wasn't true. But I think he remembered. So I appreciate you coming in, though, Ms. Williams, because I wanted you. I didn't want somebody to, I wanted you to have an opportunity to speak on it. But he remembered that you did tell him and that you did give him a paper, that you may have given him a paper and instructed him to go to the drug screen.
Thanks, Your Honor.
You're welcome, and thank you. All right. Have a great day. So I gave the review date of February the 4th at 9:30 on Zoom, and he's going to be assigned a probation officer in a short time frame. And if he does not receive that, he can call the courtroom. If they don't reach out to him, he can call the courtroom, and Ms. Muldrow will be more than happy to let him know who the probation officer is. Is there anything further for this record?
No, Judge, thank you.
Nothing from the people, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Then we're all set. Mr. Brown, you have a great day and stay safe.
Well, there you.
And there we go. Took care of that moron. Did almost everything he could, just short of almost getting his ass thrown in jail for being a, big idiot. Sometimes it's fun to listen to an idiot. Well, I got about 10 minutes left. Let me see if I can find something nice, short, and petite. Oh. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll do some Karens to finish out the time. So we start with Karen trying to save a kid from wearing a mask in a park.
Because his mask is down, he knows when to pull it down because he can't breathe. Your son doesn't know that has the mental capacity. Your son doesn't have the mental capacity to know when to, because he can't breathe. You fucking bad parent. This is the epitome of a bad parent right here. Bad parent. Bad parenting. Bad parenting. Bad parenting. Get out of my face, babe. You too. You just walked up to me. You don't want to mess with me. Okay? Artemis, come here. You want to get away from me. This is bad parenting.
Can you just be kind to each other for a
Yeah,
second?
I was walking by because that child is so young, it doesn't have the mental capacity to breathe. And now it's crying because you're a bad
Listen,
parent.
there's been a moment, like, I've seen this so many times. I just want to let you know. Can
Don't
we just
point
be
your
kind
gun.
to each other?
I agree.
Can we just do
I
that?
agree.
Can we just walk
I
away
agree.
from the situation
I
right now?
agree.
Because
I agree.
there's many times where I've never been
It's sad. Isn't it sad?
Right now, let's just be kind to each other.
Got it.
Okay? Thank
Got
you.
it.
Thank you.
Bad
Awesome.
parenting. Bad
Listen,
parenting.
it's all good. Just let's
Bad parenting.
Bad Karen.
I agree with you. One time, and you're all wasting it by taking away your oxygen when you're outside surrounded by redwoods. That shows you the mental. And you're from Philly. I feel bad to say I'm from Philly, too. You guys are all pathetic. You're all pathetic. You think you should be outside wearing a mask. Okay, well, I have a right to speak.
No, you
I have
don't.
a right to speak. Don't tell me where to go. You move on. Yeah, the vibe is that's not cool. This is complicit behavior. This is complicit behavior. When does it end? When does it end? When does it end?
Your name is
You're
Karen.
screwing up everyone's lives because you're making it complicit for the rest of us. Unbelievable. All of you should be ashamed of yourselves what you did to America. Bend over. Bend over, bootlicker complicit.
All right, bonus Karen time.
Because you were speeding.
Look, we're curious. I want you guys to roll for it. I feel like this. What?
You want the number?
What?
You want the number?
I don't need no number. You want to fight? We go down the road, bitch. I'll beat your bitch ass up. I really feel like it.
Oh, shit.
Want to do something?
Oh, Lord.
Fuck out of here.
I got deliveries to make.
You're not fucking flying through here, bitch.
Ooh, Lord. Hey, Merry Christmas to y'all, though. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
FedEx guy is getting
Hey,
dragged out by
everyday life
Karen.
on a FedEx guy, a black FedEx guy at that, man. We got crackheads out here, man. These boys on the heroin with bad. Boy.
Yeah, more Karens.
You
Because we
can
get more.
play wherever you're staying.
Wait, so we
So
can't.
which townhouse in here are you visiting?
What's wrong with that, though?
What?
I said, what's wrong? Just playing around the neighborhood.
You know what? How do I know that you are not picking on that kid in this bike?
He's not picking on her.
Do I know that? Just
You can
please
ask
go
her
back to
you-
wherever you're coming from. And you put your phone away.
No. More Karens, by the way.
Three ladies right past me didn't even acknowledge anything.
Oh my god, a Karen and Mickey D's.
That's what type of business you run. Well, a lot of you not. Alright, so
In Australia, Karen.
Me? I got a reason why I'm angry. They don't have reasons to fuck up an order when you read it off the bloody piece of paper.
She's actually on the phone with the police.
Do I make a valid point? Do I? Excuse me. Do I make a valid point? You get me, so you pretty much get me in the face, like, come to my ass, I don't give a shit about you. Anyway, clearly you're not going to do what I do, that's fine. Take my $900 today, but I can guarantee you, you're going to be
So yes, it ain't just American
I'll
Karen.
have my order, please. I'll have two large cheeseburger meals. Make sure they're done properly, hot and fresh. I want them 5 minutes.
Other, please make sure you spit in them a lot.
Look it up on the I'm super
More Karens, because, well, more.
That's literally the easiest thing. Fried meat cheese. You spoon it on it, dude. I worked fast food long enough to know. Why is she so angry?
Kid, that's a good answer. Why is she so angry? Because she's an idiot. That's because she's an idiot. That's why. I like that kid. Why is she so angry? Very good answer, kid. Very good answer. Alright, let me see if I got one more real quick for us. It's labeled as Karen throws phone at teacher.
Deal with me.
You're right. Because you touched me. I did not touch you. So I asked
No, I'm calling my mama. You ain't about to fuck me up, bitch.
Get off my seat.
I need something now. Please respect get fucked up, but she doesn't get the fuck away from me.
Even the students are looking like, what the hell?
You want to talk to her because she's black and she's fucking pissing me off right now.
So you're racist too, okay. Alright, bonus Karen, just because we need a bonus.
No, you're not. Oh, I'm no, you're not. You can lie because okay, then do what you want to do. And they know that you're so I don't live there, lady.
You tell them, Pooch.
You're all together.
No,
Don't
you're
you
not.
have the right to come in front of somebody
Go
and
look
ask
it
where
up.
they
This is
live,
ours.
who they should go. No.
See where the trees are?
Sweetheart, it's really sad that you live this life, and then you have to
You see
come
those
out,
trees right
and
there?
you feel
Your
like you
property
have to
is
dictate
there.
where everyone is. We can
What
be
do you
wherever the
listen?
fuck
You have
they
no
are.
idea.
I don't need to fucking listen
I'll
to
just
you.
call the cops.
Do it.
They're ready
Go.
for you. They're so ready.
I'll wait right here. Go ahead, Karen. We're right here.
This is private property.
Okay. This isn't private property. I
Yes,
live right here.
it is.
I can be anywhere I
No, you
want to
may
be.
not. This
Yes,
is
I
not
can.
WDA.
I can be anywhere I want. I live right here. I have just as much right to this land
you do
as
not.
anyone else does.
No, you do
Yes,
not.
I do. Yes, I
Any
do.
more than you can come in my private
I
property.
can go anywhere
No,
I
you
want
may
in
not.
this area.
This is private property.
Yeah, you're right. And it's private property to people who live here, and I do.
No, you don't. I'm trying to
Or Karen's.
Sitting down here and blaring your music out of disrespect for everybody that's dear.
Please close my door.
I'm going
Close
to
my
call
door,
the
please.
law.
Call them. There's nothing you can do.
Oh yeah,
No,
you and Abby
there's
think
not.
you're above the law.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
But
do.
I'm not going to take this shit from everybody.
Okay, we're not putting up with your crap.
I'm not doing anything. I
Yeah,
come down
you
here
are.
and mind my own
Driving
business.
down the road,
Public road.
blaring your music.
Public road.
Okay, there are laws against blaring music.
Not after 10 o'clock.
Okay, so Mr. Lawyer, I'm sure that's your mom
There's
and
no
your
law.
dad telling you that.
I can do.
But it's okay. Keep it up.
Okay, I will.
Okay? Because I am going
Please
to
close my door. Please
every
close
day.
my door.
Do you understand me?
If you don't close my door, I'm going to press charges on you for harassment.
I'm here
Close my
and
door.
Liz allowed me to be here.
No.
You're on her property.
No, close my door.
Yeah. You don't scare me.
Close my
Taylor.
door.
You
Good.
and your parents
Good.
don't.
Close my door.
Do you understand
Close
me?
my.
Another Karen.
Don't leave this parking lot. I want you to call the police. No, the cops will be here in a minute. You're fucking rude. You're fucking rude. Excuse me. Are you the manager? We're at Jack in the Box. We ordered some food and our food is cold, and this is the behavior that we are getting from the employees.
They said you don't leave it the fuck up.
We are already on it.
We're calling now.
And I'm not leaving until I get my money back.
Okay, that's fine. You just call me an idiot. Like who you just call me an idiot?
But you know what? You insulted us.
And you use all type of foul language like you just disrespect for no reason. Not one person disrespect you the whole entire time.
I want my money back.
Well, why do you say foul language?
Please give me my money back.
You just call me an idiot. You said to be nice to you now?
Please give me my money back.
You were acting like.
Here.
I thought you were acting like.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The customer is always right. Didn't you take customer service? Don't you know what customer service is?
You're not.
I'm not a customer? Okay, I just gave you money and I want my fucking money back now.
Why not use foul language? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, what is your problem? Like,
this Jack in the Box, the previous Jack in the Box that I was just at, apparently y'all don't know how to do your goddamn job.
Go to the other Jack. Make your food fresh.
You did not make my food fresh. Those fries are fucking cold.
There is no fucking.
I'm not moving until I get a fucking receipt. I want my money back. They're rude, they're ignorant, my food is fucking cold, I'm fucking pissed. I've been recording this whole thing. I want my fucking money back now. I don't need to come inside. I got the police on the phone right now. So I can either get my money so that I can go to work.
We've been having the screen to give them.
They didn't give us one.
We don't have one.
Well, first of all, had they not been rude to us to begin with, we wouldn't have been cussing and that to your minors. They were rude to us. I asked for my money back. I should be able to give my fucking money back. I'm an unhappy customer. Tell them to go get you. No, they didn't. It's not. See, this is a non-emergency.
Apologize, we're losing the media server.
Line, but I'm at Jack in the Box right now, and we're having an issue to where our food is cold, and they won't give me my fucking money back.
Okay, where are you at?
Jack in the Box on Bayless.
Do you have an address?
What's your address? Oh, it looks like finally the manager's going to come out here and give us our money back.
Okay, do you want an officer?
I don't know yet. They're just very rude here. This is the second fucking Jack in the Box I've been to today.
Ma'am, do you want an officer?
No.
Okay, so you don't need a place?
No.
Okay, have a good day.
And that'll be the end as we laugh at the Karens. We'll finish this last fight up. To finish up part 2 here today. As soon as Nexters loads the last 10% or so in on our fight. to give us our third and final fight of this deal, and here we go. Problem with this second line is I think the healer Maya stands way too up front of the line. So I'm thinking what I need to do is switch her out with Martha, because Martha can stand in the back, give more time to heal. But we'll leave it there with a loss, and we'll have to work in the overnight. Which, of course, remember to be back. We do have our Midnight in the Desert alien abductions waiting for us there. Till then, of course, make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. Get us to those goals of both boxing extras of 5,000 views and 1,000 subscribers, so we can go ahead and get those places, start giving us items that we can give to you. And until next time, it's always a great new world to release the Krakens. We'll see each other in the overnight for Midnight in the Desert, part 2 of the alien abductions. Till then, like, share, and subscribe. Be good in Dominion, and come on back from day one.